Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here. Welcome back to my channel. And yeah, thank God my PC worked and nothing crashed. And as you guessed from the title, today it's going to be a movie. Finally! After so long, it's going to be a movie on my channel. The name of this movie is, as you guessed from the title, What If Naruto Was Blessed by the Gods? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Jimmy Tice for suggesting this idea. And aside from that, yeah, I gotta work from, zero on the, Gacha Life project. So stay tuned for that. It will be uploaded today. Yes, I swear to God, no matter what happens, I'm gonna finish that project. No matter how short it is. So, yeah. Stay tuned for that and hope you enjoyed today's story. And if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. Or if you're new to this channel or haven't done so. Aside from that, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. The story begins in a room in which we see nothing more than a table and 3 chairs, which were quite huge, as on these 3 chairs were seated 3 figures. These 3 figures were known as Kami, Yami, and Shinigami, and in between them was an orb which displayed different outcomes of different multiverse and universes of Naruto and the Shinobi world. In most of them, Naruto died or was betrayed by the people he loved because he was weak and too much selfless, as neither of the goddesses were happy with this outcome at all. As in the end, the greatest catastrophe that was awaiting and sealed in the heart of the Shinobi world itself broke out. Gazo, the dragon of terror, as he came out and erupted everything and destroyed everything that was once known as their brother and god, which turned into a mad titan dragon, which they sealed into the heart of the Shinobi world, as that was the greatest catastrophe that Shinobi world had to face if they wanted to survive in the end. But due to them being foolish and betraying the one who they have chosen, such as the child of prophecy, otherwise known as Naruto Uzumaki, they died. In some of the universes, Hero died protecting them, and they, being the selfish bastards they were, couldn't protect themselves and ended up being killed. And his sacrifice was in vain. And they were not happy about it at all. And they have been searching for such a universe which was not to be destroyed, because the entire multiverse in itself was being now crumbled because of this phenomenon that their brother was causing in different multiverses. But after searching throughout the whole multiverse and millions of galaxies, they were able to finally locate one. Only one Naruto was able to be located inside a Shinobi world who was younger, way too much younger, and could be molded the way they wanted him to be molded. As amongst them was an old man, completely white, as well as wearing white robes, Hagoromo or Tsuki, otherwise known as the Sage of the Sixth Path of this universe. So you have chosen my universe as well as my child of prophecy for this deed. Yes, of course, Hagoromo. But how are we going to make him more, smart? Because he is too much vulnerable and gullible and can be used by these people no matter how much they betray him. That is something that I also agree with you, Yami-sama. But what do you propose? I propose that he cuts off every relation and grow cold. We have seen what happens in different multiverses. He ended up being on the side of our brother to destroy the whole Shinobi world. Do you want the same thing to happen here? Well, no. So what should we do, Shinigami? Kami, said Yami, as the 3 sisters were in deep thought. Let me propose a thing. What do you have to say, Hagoromo? Well, I went to a different multiverse and I'm living a life as Master Roshi there. And there are aliens in that universe as well, otherwise known as Saiyans. And currently they were facing a catastrophe as well of their own. And they trained into a time space or a room, you can say. What room? Hyperbolic time chamber. That was what it was called. One day inside there was, outside one day, 1 year inside. So time speeds up inside. Yes, and not only that, they were able to train there. The food supply there was unlimited as well. So you want this thing to be granted to Naruto, but how it will end up helping him in the end? Well, we could send in the shinobis to help him out. Revive the dead? said Shinigami, narrowing her eyes. You know that is against the very own nature of this universe, Hagoromo. But that is, I believe, only way to help him out. After we show the shinobis who we revive. Please let me choose the shinobis carefully. We trust your judgment, Hagoromo. As Hagoromo then began to pick shinobis as they came into existence in front of them. Ashirama Senju, Mito Uzumaki Senju, as well as Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki Namikaze, Tobirama Senju, and none other than Madara Uchiha himself. Why him? He has been on the side of the Otsuzukis, who worship our brother, since day one. He was being betrayed, and after showing him everything, what happened to their alternative realities, he and everyone else will able to comprehend what we are trying to achieve here. I see. As Kami tapped on the table, as a wave went by, as those souls who were in front of them and couldn't speak or move, felt a surge of memories come to their mind which they did not own. And after realizing at what verge they were on and how deep this ran, they were quite scared. What have they done? Our own people were the cause of the destruction of the multiverse. Not only their own universe, but yes, and only this universe is left, Hashirama. This is too much scary. I did not comprehend such a theory could exist. My son, he was betrayed and killed by the people I protected. Kushina, I'm so... As Minato was slapped by the woman. I told you again and again not to trust those people. They will use him and abuse him. I have seen that how they looked at me when they found out that I was a Jinchuriki. But they knew that it was already too late for me to be controlled or manipulated by them. But you made a mistake, Minato. You gift-wrapped your son, our son, no, my son, to them as a Jinchuriki. As Kami-Yami and Shinigami said, enough. Those happened to your alternative selves and to your alternative reality, son. They are still my son in each reality. A mother to the heart, I see. That is why you were blessed by me, Kushina, said Kami, as Kushina remained quiet as tears went down her heart. From the bottom of her heart, tears were rolling out of her eyes because of what she was seeing. As Minato looked down as well. I'm sorry. Is there a thing that I can do? Forget that. I was manipulated by that bastard Zetsu. I will destroy that bastard with my own hands. And Gazo myself. No, you will not. Gazo is to be sealed again. No matter how much of an evil bastard he is still our little brother. And you will do no such thing. But if I remember correctly, said Mito, Naruto and some of these memories we saw sided with him because he was betrayed again and again after sacrificing himself for them, risking his life, and your granddaughter was the one who suggested this. Tsunade? But why? Because in some of those realities in which Naruto was betrayed, Tsunade was to be considered as her daughter, which she never had. And when Naruto breathed his first breath, she breathed her last. And that is why the resentment came. Quite the foolish thing to do, said Tobirama. It seems as all of our teachings went over all of their heads. They never learned. And Hiruzen himself over the years have gone corrupt. No matter how much he tries to deny that, even he himself doesn't understand that. Yet he is corrupted, said Shinigami. So you are to go there. Go to this reality. Into this space. But how will Naruto make contact with us? Believe in them, said Hagoromo. Believe in them and you will and shall meet. As after that we go into the reality now. As the souls and Hagoromo himself disappeared, as the three sisters sat there and watched. As we see a 3-year-old Naruto in Konoha, Gakure, and Sato dashing away from a bunch of the Anbus who were, trying to get him. And these Anbus were covered in pink suits as well as glitter. Why, you damn brat! We had enough of your pranks. Now you're gonna get punished. As Naruto then said, "Ha! First you gotta catch me, you idiots!" As he was dashing as fast as he could. And he was avoiding all the civilians that were trying to get him as well for the Anbus. As finally he reached at the outskirts as the chase continued on. As Naruto went into the forest as the envoy halted. As Kakashi and Dragon arrived there with Hiruzen. What is going on? And why are you dashing away, running around in the villages, and, well, ruining our name and reputation in the village? Said Dragon. Dragon-sama, this was that brat's doing. Naruto, said Hiruzen. Yes, Hokage-sama. Why don't you ever punish him? Me punish him? Don't you think the punishment that the villagers gave him is already enough? You support that? No. But still. Don't you think... Wait, what? Enough! All of you are to go inside and bring him outside unharmed. I will punish him myself. Hi. As all of them then went inside, as Kakashi remained there. Kakashi, be easy on him. He's making this hard. I don't believe him to be Sensei's son, even though I witnessed it myself. He's not like him. He's more like Kushina. I know he's like her, but still, he had to have some qualities like him. He is their son. In due time, he will show his true colors and strength. I hope so. Believe in him. As after that, both of them left. As Naruto, now we go inside the forest to see that he bumped into something as he fell down. Ow, that hurts. Huh? A door? As he looked all around the door and saw that it was only a door standing in the middle of the forest. How the hell is a door here? And a door alone itself? As Naruto's curiosity piqued as he opened the door from one side, and what he saw shocked him to the core. What? As he, standing outside, looked to the other side and saw that there was nothing on the other side from the outside. But inside, when he opened the door, there was a huge room there. As he went inside, as the door closed shut and disappeared. Huh? Wait, what happened? What is going on here? As the commotion caused the Biju itself that was inside Naruto's mindscape to wake up, as he too was shocked. What is this place? As suddenly an old man appeared in front of Naruto. What? Said the Biju. How is this possible? As Naruto then suddenly felt headache, as he with a scream passed out, but when he woke up, his whisker marks were deep and his eyes were red. Father, how is this possible? How are you here? My son, I see that you realize that it was me. It is not an hallucination. I believe it was at first, but now I am sure it isn't. And what is this place? Come with me and you will see. What am I doing here? And why did I brought the child alongside you here as well? As after walking for a bit, when they reached inside, they were shocked at what they have found. There stood none other than the first Hokage, second Hokage, Madara Uchiha, as well as Minato and Kushina, alongside Mito Uzumaki. What are they doing here? They are supposed to be dead, father. They are brought here by none other than Kami, Yami, and Shinigami herself. What? Why would the three goddesses want them to be back into this plane? Think, son. Is something going to happen? Yes. Something that can literally shake the whole multiverse of the very existence in which we live. As Kurama was shocked, I don't understand. You cannot comprehend that. We were not able to as well, said Hashirama. We only grasped some bit of memories and chunks, and we are downright terrified of what this universe holds and its true secrets. You shouldn't venture into it, Kurama-san. How do you know that name? Because of your counterpart that was sealed inside of me. It seems that I was doing the wrong thing. Instead of taking the yang side, I took the yin side. So you realize that. So, you have made peace with my other half, Minato. But, I will not do the same. You will, son. But father! I said you will, son. Please, for me. But why? I told you, there is a great catastrophe waiting for us. And Naruto is not ready. I will show you the same things that they were shown. As after witnessing what was going to happen, how he and Naruto died because of being betrayed or, well, sacrificed, he was pissed. And these people just wasted our sacrifice or betrayed us? Yes, that is what is bound to happen. And that is why they are here to prevent that from happening. Because Naruto is too gullible, and Hiruzen is trying to mold him into someone that villagers will be the first priority of. no matter what happens. So you want us to change him? Yes, we want you to change him into someone who knows a person is trying to use him or not, able to justify between wrong or right. I see. I will try my best. Good. As after that, we see that Naruto woke up and he was introduced one by one to all of the people there. And he was more than ecstatic to meet his hero, the Yellow Flash. And he was even more shocked to find out that he was his dad. And this woman that was next to him, which was quite beautiful, was his mother. And he was quite very happy to meet them. But after meeting with them, he realized one thing. They're supposed to be dead, and he became scared that they were ghosts that were there to haunt him. Until they chuckled, as Kushina played a part for a bit because of her Uzumaki nature along the prank. But after some time, she too stopped, as she told Naruto that it was not true and she was there to teach him. Not a lesson, but, well, lessons kind of. And Naruto was then introduced to unlimited stock and supply of food that was blessing from gods, as well as the unlimited supply of jutsus and scroll. And he was given the abilities of Hashirama himself alongside perfect Uzumaki's and Minato's, as well as Madara's Sharingan. As he now had the ability to go up to Rinnegan as well if he wanted to. And when Naruto figured out that he was this strong, Naruto fist bumped and Kurama became whole again. And now a whole Kurama acts Naruto with such powers. Naruto was already a monster, but all he needed was a training in right direction and someone to guide him. And as time went by there, a week passed on the outside. Within it was more than 10 years, but it didn't affect Naruto's age. Naruto has become more sage as well as more genius, as he was able to even tap into Senjutsu chakra of the wood release. As now, when he appeared back, Hiruzen was quite worried, as he then covered himself in dirt, as after being found, or more like he made himself look like he was found, he was brought into the interrogation room. As Naruto then realized something, he was brought here instead of being brought to the hospital. So, that Naruto was able to see the red flag there, as Hiruzen was brought in. Naruto, my boy, are you okay? He's acting way too much overpossessive, Naruto, and he doesn't feel what he's trying to convey. Acting. What a cheap trick from a Kage, Naruto thought. Well, GG, I fell down this hole I was running and I was able to survive there thanks to the water that was running there. I haven't eaten anything. As Naruto acted like he passed out, and Hiruzen then said, looks like nothing bad happened. He was just, stuck. Well, that's okay, but what should we do? Put him in a hospital room, what do you expect? And take care of him. After he's well and good, the orphanage doesn't want to take him back. I gotta do something about that as well. So yeah, I'll be busy. Until then, entertain him, please. And don't bother me whatever happens, okay? No matter how much he asks. Say that I'm busy. Huh, what a bastard, said QB. Well, told you. I'm not gonna believe him from now on. Now that I know what his real motives were. Okay, Naruto. I put my complete trust in you now. And so do I, Kurama. As after that, Naruto was put in the hospital room. And as Hiruzen said, Naruto acted, but he was denied. Hiruzen was making himself the most prominent person inside Naruto's life, since he was the Kage. So he would have more hold on Naruto's mindset. That was his way of breaking Naruto's mind. But Naruto, being the sage that he was already, knew better. And he soon, after 1 week of doing this and recovering, was able to meet with his Gigi and was happy and ecstatic. As he went towards Tenoichi and Ayame, Naruto was surprised and shocked and heartbroken to find out that they even were betraying him by putting a slow poisoning into his ramen, as it was not any sort of poisoning but chakra poisoning. Naruto, thanks to Kurama's help, was able to purify the poison and was able to consume the ramen and thank them as well. As after that, Naruto was introduced to his apartment, and Naruto then began to live there, acting like an orange-wearing idiot as he was. But in reality, that was his clone. His real self was just training inside the hyperbolic time chamber with his parents and family and spending time with them. And time to time went to the village as well. And time began to pass as now they were now as well going to the academy where Naruto chose Sakura Haruno as a lamb to fulfill his desire as a crush. Well, more like act like a crush. So, as time went by, Naruto was gaining more power. So much power that now he can, well, tire the other Kages combined as well as the Konoichis as well. Which were Uzumakis, which were hard to tire to as well. And Naruto alone could handle them. Naruto has become such a monster. And he was so skilled as well as now manipulative that he was able to even manipulate them for a second. And even Madara was impressed by the skills that he had. And now was the final day of his test, as he was able to beat them all fair and square, as all of them laid there on the ground. Covered in bruises, as Naruto healed them all. He now even had the Byakuya seal of, well, Mito as well. As Naruto then was surprised when Hagoromo visited him. Hello, Naruto. Oh, Hagoromo-sama. It's nice to meet you, but why the sudden surprise visit? I'm here to tell you that the time is up. For what? Naruto was playing because he knew what was about to come. They were here on a borrowed time, and the time has come to an end. And it was time to depart and go to the afterlife. No, please, can I have a little bit of time? More with them. They are my only family, the people that I trust. You know, Naruto, being the user of Rinnegan, you can do more than you imagine. You will be able to. I believe in you. This is nothing more than a gift from Kamiyami and Shinigami. And they have to return back to the dead, because that is the place they belong to right now. As these words were said by Hagoromo, as Naruto then looked at them and smiled after understanding as he cried, as all of them hugged him one by one, as Tobirama and Madara patted him on the shoulder. Good luck, kid. Good luck to you as well. We're already dead. We don't need luck. Well, I guess, yeah. I'll be going now. As Naruto witnessed that the hyperbolic time chamber began to disappear, and so did his parents and everyone else. Remember, Naruto, whatever happens, we are always proud of you, said Hashirama. And we love you as well, little guppy, said Mito. As one by one, they all said their farewells, as Madara then said, say my dialogue whenever you, well, reveal your true self. Quite an odd request, but respect still. I'll do that. As after that, Naruto witnessed his clone's memories of everything disappeared. After he was done with the parting and crying, time to move on. As he went towards the village, as he dropped the Henji as well, he was wearing complete black robes and grey shinobi pants and black sandals. His eyes, they were complete black now, because of them being Madara's eyes now. As his hair was long, just like Manma's, but still Minato's. As he arrived towards the academy, as soon as he entered the academy door, Iruka then said, "Where have you been, Naruto?" "I have been busy, Iruka, but I am here on time, right?" "Yeah, but I was, on your house trying to..." "Everything is done. You don't need to act. I'm here, aren't I?" As Sakura then said, "Naruto baka, is that a way to talk to you?" "Shut up, you bitch! Don't you see that I'm talking here?" Naruto yelled back at her, as everyone was quite confused by this behavior. "I'm done! Done with you! Do not interfere me, or I'll swear to God, Sakura, I'll rip your tongue out and feed it to you back." As this made her scared. Naruto wasn't being himself. Yuka and everyone else could see it, as Naruto then sat down. As the test paper were given to him, as he grabbed Mizuki's hand as he was about to pass, as Mizuki felt great amount of killer intent, much more than the Biju, as Naruto looked at him. Oi, Sensei, don't you think that this test is quite advanced for again?" I apologize, Naruto. I didn't see that. Must be a Jonin exam that I misplaced. Misplaced, right? Make sure that doesn't happen anymore, or otherwise there will be, accidents that might happen. As Naruto emphasized something that scared the shit out of Mizuki, as Mizuki could have sworn he saw death in Naruto's eyes. His death in more than 10,000 ways. How is this possible? This brat was supposed to be obnoxious little annoying brat. How does he have such aura around him. As Iruka, being the genuine person he was now worried about Naruto. So he's the only one, huh? And who is she? Naruto said as he looked towards a certain Yuga girl, who squeaked and looked away. Huh. And I avoided that treasure and was searching for Coil all this long. As Naruto was quiet, as after finishing his exam, he waited, as the other students were looking at him, as he said, "What?" As Sasuke was standing in front of him now. "What's wrong with you, dope? Uchiha, leave before I do something that make your clan go extinct. Do you want me to pull an Itachi on you?" As this pissed Sasuke to no end. "I will like to challenge you on a duel, dope, and show you why I am called a Uchiha." Uchiha, huh? As Naruto's eyes closed and opened, as Sasuke's eyes widened. "I do have the same eyes. What does that make me?" "Oh, and you don't have 3 tomos in each." As Naruto's eyes morphed into something else. "Is these the eyes you remembered?" As Sasuke was now scared. "How do you have those eyes?" As he was about to yell until he saw that his mouth wasn't there anymore. As he tried to speak but he couldn't. "What's the matter, Sasuke?" As Itachi appeared on one side, as he saw Naruto on the other. "Can't speak? You're weak, Sasuke. You're way too weak." As Naruto then saw that Sasuke was on the verge of crying as he pulled out his genjutsu. "Do not mess with me, Uchiha," Naruto whispered in his ear as he then began. "I will make you suffer more than he did for the rest of your life. Got it?" As Sasuke, now scared and quiet, left quietly and sat down. As everyone else was quite shocked, Sasuke was just proclaiming that he would like to have a duel, but now he was suddenly quiet. "Sasuke, what about the duel?" said Sakura. "Shut up, Sakura." As Sakura was quite worried about the tone that Sasuke was showing her, because this was the first time her Sasuke couldn't talk to her like this. Okay, Sasuke-kun." As Naruto then remained quiet. As after that, one by one, the tests were called. As Naruto's turn came to the clone jutsu Naruto. As after doing all the jutsus, Naruto did, without any hand shield, made 10 shadow clones. "Is this enough, Sensei?" "How do you?" "I know, Sensei." "Oh, and they're shadow clones." As they all moved away. "Here is your headband, Naruto." "Good. I'll be leaving then." As Naruto with his headband arrived into the class, as all of them remained quiet. "How did you pass, Naruto? Did you cheat it?" "Wanna find out, Kiba?" "Tell me, do you?" As Naruto's eyes turned red with slits, indicating that he was the pure alpha there. As Kiba as well as Akamaru couldn't move, as if they were in the presence of a huge alpha. "How is this possible? I was supposed to be the alpha dog, not him." As Naruto even showed his canine, which made him even more scared. "I'll rip your neck apart, Kiba." As after that, Kiba remained quiet. I'm sorry," he said, avoiding his gaze. "Good. You should feel sorry for what you've done." As after that, Naruto sat down. As one by one the teammates were announced. As when Sakura and Naruto came, Sakura groaned as Naruto then said, "Tch." As this made Sakura even more pissed. As she went towards Naruto. "Why are you so pissed? I should be the one." As Naruto grabbed her hand and literally pushed her outside the window, holding her hand, which was balled into the fist as she was hanging from 3 feet tall building. As she was now scared, as everyone else was shocked with Naruto's behavior today. "Naruto, please stop this. I'm gonna fall." "Aren't you the greatest Konoichi in the class? What if you fell? Try to hold on. Show your shinobi skills, don't you?" As that is when Hanboost as well as Jonin surrounded Naruto. "Naruto Uzumaki, you are to be brought to the Kage office and the council." As Naruto was now standing in front of the whole council. "You finally shown your true colors, demon. Did you?" "True colors, me. Really now?" "Well, yes, I have. So what?" "So you do admit that you are Kyuubi no Yoko." Kyuubi no Yoko, huh? What does Kyuubi no Yoko have that I don't? Tell me, people." As they all remained quiet. "He has 9 tails. He has orange fur. He has red huge eyes and huge canines. And he's a motherfucking fox! Which I am not." As they all remained quiet. because the 13-year-old swear at them, and for the right purpose as well. Define a demon. And if that description matches me, I'll admit I'm one, and you can do whatever you want. But if you're not able to justify your answer, then I'll show you what I can do. As after that, everyone remained quiet for 10 minutes. Nothing. So what are you gonna do now, Brett? Said one of the civilians, as Naruto's hand formed a Rasengan, as everyone was now scared. That was their fourth Hokage's jutsu. That's not the only thing that I learned. As Naruto then disappeared in a yellow flash, as he was behind a person, as they all looked towards the person that was standing there. Boo! As the person turned around, as his face was smacked with the Rasengan, blasting his smears everywhere. As Naruto disappeared again and appeared in the center. So, how did you like my surprise? You stole our Kage's jutsus? Stole! Wow, that's a nice term when you take your own heritage after finding it about it. As the whole council was shocked. Heritage? You? Stop joking! As suddenly, Uzumaki chains came from his back as the clan heads were now realizing their mistakes that they have made. It can't be. How is this possible? That is not the only thing that I can do. As a certain senjutsu mode formed, which the elders were shocked and scared to see again. How is this possible? As Naruto clapped his hands together. Mokitan. As after hearing these words, everyone remained quiet. Wood Dragon Jutsu. As a wooden dragon appeared, surrounding Naruto in a snake-like manner as it growled at them. Remember this? How is this possible? What release? I will do this, since I'm not gonna destroy all of you. Your best Jonin against me. If he wins, I'll be under your control, Hiruzen Sarutobi. If not, I will have my parents' heritage, and not only that, my own free will to decide. As Hiruzen remained quiet. Fine, Naruto. Have it your way. As the best Jonin was called, or more like Jonins, such as Asuma Sarutobi, Kakashi Hatake, as well as none other than Guy himself. As the three Jonins were selected and were there. As Naruto then stood there. Okay, who will go first? Said Guy, and Naruto said, I don't have time. Just all three of you come here at me at once. As all of them being enraged by this, even Kakashi, because of Naruto's stupidity, engaged into a battle. As Naruto was dodging all of them, while his hands were in pocket. Is that all? As Guy then entered into 4th grade state, as Naruto with a single finger stopped his punch, as a huge gust of wind fly by everyone. Is this the power of the gates? As suddenly Guy entered 7 gates, as Naruto was now beginning to dodge everything. As Kakashi was also using his Sharingan, and so was Asuma with his blades. They were now fighting a serious life-death situation battle, as Naruto suddenly then activated his Susanoo armor, body armor, as everyone was shocked, as Naruto's eyes then was shown to everyone. The Sharingan? How is that possible? As Naruto then said, Mokitan. Wood Dragon, as Guy was bitten by the Wood Dragon and thrown to the other side, knocked out completely because wood drained his chakra, which was already quite low. And as for the Jonins, Naruto grabbed them by the hand and threw Asuma up into the sky. And then, after making a huge Buddha statue, he said, 1,000 hands, palm of gentle fist, as the gentle Buddha palms struck him down, but much lightly, as they didn't kill him, but did break a bone or few, as everyone else was shocked, as Naruto then was standing in front of Kakashi. Kakashi Hatake. How do you? As suddenly, Kakashi witnessed Rin Nohara, as well as undead Obito Uchiha standing behind him, as well as Minato and Kushina. You failure. How could you do this to your own senseless son? Said Obito. You're nothing more than a monster. You are a disgrace. You killed me. As all of them were saying these slurs and demotivated him until he felt someone behind his back, until he saw his dead father. You are not my son. A bigger disgrace than me. As that is when Kakashi was able to break out of that genjutsu brought out, as he was on his hands and knees, panting heavily, as Naruto then brought him up by his chin. Never mess with me again, Kakashi Hatake. You have lost your only chance to be bonded with me now. I consider you an enemy. Nothing more than that. You realize that? Good luck now. As after that, Naruto walked in front of Hiruzen Sarutobi. And now for the grand test. I challenge you, Hiruzen Sarutobi, and Danzo Shimura alongside your root Anbo. And if I win, I'll be allowed to leave and venture out into the world on my own. As this shocked all of them, and all the Genins who were watching, Naruto just pummeled the greatest Jonins in their village to the ground and dirt. As this was quite shocking to them as well. Naruto was this strong and they did not never realize. As Hiruzen accepted the challenge. As now, the real fight began, as Naruto then used his Sharingan to activate his complete Susanoo. As even they were shocked, as another clone appeared. Danzo, did you think I forget about you? As Naruto then said, you wanna see a demon, everyone? I'll let you see it. As a huge golden nine-tailed fox appeared as it roared. How can this be? As Naruto's laughter was heard. He is controlling the fox? Said Danzo in a loud tone that everyone heard. The boy is controlling the fox? What are we gonna do now? What is this monster? This monster is something that is created. Created to not be controlled by any one of you. Do you admit your defeat as a huge lava Rasengan and a Rasen Shuriken was formed in both of the Biju's hands? Biju had a titan, as Sasuke was shocked and so was everyone else. We admit defeat. As Danzo was not so lucky as Naruto has thrown his bomb on him, as Danzo was nothing more than a smear alongside his root. I'm not gonna let him live after what he has done. As Naruto then turned back into normal state, but he was still glowing. My heritage, Hiruzen. As after checking his heritage and confirming everything, Naruto dropped the explosive seals that were placed on it. Do you think that I'm that much stupid, Hiruzen Sarutobi? As Naruto snapped his finger as the whole Hokage office exploded. This is your reward. What have you done? You think you can double-cross me? No, Hiruzen. I'm not that dumb anymore. I'm not the gullible person that you think that you can manipulate and control. Hashirama is disgusted by you, and so is Mito. How do you know? How can you be so sure about this? You're so sure. Well, let's just say I met with them, and they themselves gave me these powers and blessings. So, now I'll be on my own way out there to hunt down a certain someone. Wake up to reality, everyone. This is the reality in which we live in. You all thought that you had control over me. But no, I was playing you guys all along. But do not worry. Some of you have my respect, and those people are a few that I can count on my hand. Jiraiya, such as one, Tsunade, and Iruka and Hinata. As Naruto then disappeared and appeared in front of her, as a tree grew, which had white lilies, which matched Hinata's eyes color. This is for you, pretty woman. As Naruto was then stopped by Hiyashi. What? As Naruto with a single flick of his finger threw him 1 mile away into the dirt. Did not interfere, as all of them then held back and were scared. With a single flick, a Hyuga clan head was thrown like a rag doll. What could they do? As Inoichi tried to venture into his mind, only to be met by the Kyuubi, and he too was mind-broken. As Ino was trying to say something, but to no avail, as Naruto repaired his mind. Keep in mind, Yamanaka-san, if your father venture into something that he shouldn't, there will be consequences. As Naruto then said, would you marry me, Hinata? What? As she passed out. Gotta fix that. As Hiyashi then dragged himself out and was there with broken ribs. Enough, Hiyashi Yuga. I'm not the enemy here. I just asked your daughter's hand in marriage, and she looks like have agreed. She has? But she's weak. Weakness is something that you call emotions. But if emotions are stripped, what do you have? Tell me, Hiyashi. A true shinobi? Danzo was a true shinobi than all of you. And he died the first thing I did into this world after revealing my true self. Is that the true shinobi you want her to be? As he remained quiet. Emotions are necessary as much as cold-heartedness is. But you don't have any. You killed people in front of us, said Sakura. Oh, Sakura. Sakura. You are someone who has bullied me and tried to torture me and devalue me, the more chances you get. And you are the ones who are talking about emotions. What kind of emotions you had at the time? He is nothing more than an orphan, and he should be avoided at all cost. Sakura's eyes widened. How do you... I know everything, Sakura. You're nothing more than a spoiled bitch of a civilian whore who slept her way through up to the council room. Even sucked the old man's gritty ass dick. As Sakura looked down as she was now being humiliated in front of the whole village and so over her mother. Ask her to deny this. Obviously she will, but I can show her memories to everyone. As that is when she said, no! You wouldn't dare! As that is when everyone realized that what Naruto was saying was true. See, Sakura? Wake up to reality, you bitch. Yes, that is the title I'm gonna give you. Like mother, like daughter. Trying to suck up to some rich bastard such as Sasuke. And you, Sasuke, beware of the people you trust. Because as much as I was being manipulated, so are you. Maybe Itachi was right. These people cannot be saved. And he has finally went crazy, and for the right reason. As Itachi, after hearing about what he has said, Sasuke remained quiet because he couldn't do anything or say anything. Naruto has not only used Mangekyo but also used Susanoo, their legendary technique that only Madara Uchiha was able to use. And Naruto was the second Uchiha to ever be recorded to use. As after that, Naruto, taking his heritage, used his Susanoo as he flew into the air. I'll be leaving now, Konoha. Sayonara, and hope we never meet. As after that, Naruto began to depart with two people in tow. Those two people being none other than Iruka Umino and Hinata Hyuga. Both of them knocked out unconscious as Tenoichi then witnessed something. What? As he began to fill up with air as he exploded, and so did Ayame. As then, from within them, a letter wrote from their own blood. Traitors should die like this. From Naruto. As that is when everyone realized Naruto has prepared everything for them, just to show them that how double-crossing him would go. As now, Iruka woke up as well as Hinata. Where are we, Naruto? I will show you some things, Sensei. Something that I have myself learned. You showed me kindness, true one, and you as well, Hinata. You were always kind, and your heart was filled with love whenever you looked at me. And that is something that I craved about. I'm sorry that I was looking at the wrong place the whole time. It's alright. It's alright, Naruto. But, yeah, I was told to marry more, so I hope you don't mind. As Hinata was quite bugged about that, but in the end she agreed. That is until Naruto left all of them. As after showing them his memories, as well as Kurama's, they were quite shocked. Oh my god. So he betrayed you? No, you two didn't. In each and every universe, you two didn't. That is why you have my respect, Sensei. No, Nissan. And you as well, Hinata-chan. In every universe and reality, no matter if I had multiple wives or not, you always loved me, Hinata. You were always on my side and standing with me. And that is why I want you two to stand with me in this life as well. As Naruto was crying now because he has seen what has happened to these two and has been living through the nightmares, not of his own life losing in different ways, but of these two dying out. But what about Jiraiya and Tsunade? I want the spotlight on them so that you two can be blown away, because you two are not important in their eyes, but Jiraiya and Tsunade are. But those two betrayed you the most, and Tsunade was the catalyst. She was being manipulated. I could see it. And when I revealed this to everyone, they were shocked because they have overlooked this, but I couldn't. And when I was killed, she was crying. Crying in each and every one. Because to me, in those universe, she was the real mother that I had. The only mother that I had. So that is why I'm gonna find them. But why did you bring the limelight on them then? They will be interrogated, obviously. But I do want them to suffer for, well, calling themselves Sanins, but being able to manipulate so easily. So this is your way to revenge on them? Yes. I want to mislead Konoha as much as I can, so that they can stay away from us. Where are we going, Naruto? Who's the Shiogakude? I'm gonna gather some people. As Naruto went to the land of waves, killed Gato, and brought all the people away from there into his own village. As now that land of waves was no more and the Uchiha was being populated, Naruto then ventured inside Takigakure and killed everyone there and brought out Fu from there as well, who later fell in love with Naruto as well on their journey back. And after that, she met with Hinata, and let's just say that was a quite weird and awkward talk that they had about Naruto. And after that, Yushito was abandoned by Kumo as well as Killer Bee himself, as he tried to save himself because he couldn't defeat the Katsuki and left her for dead. As Naruto arrived there within a minute and saved her as well. Yushito was quite shocked to see a blonde man standing in front of her in a blink of an eye, as was quite disheartened by what Killer Bee has done, as he claimed to be that he will be her big brother and all that stuff. And this is the payment that she got for trying to save him while fighting alongside him. She was left for dead, and she regretted it, every bit of it. And she had no one else but herself to blame, because she vowed in her early life that she would trust no one, but she did, and that was Kumo, and that was her fatal mistake. As Naruto, now arriving there, looked at them. Do you think you can take me on? You brat will be dying soon. As Naruto, with a single seal, killed Hidan as he exploded into molecules. As Yushito was shocked and so was Kakazu. He's dangerous, Kakazu said as Naruto disappeared and appeared behind him. Boo, you realize now? As Naruto was standing there, as Kakazu was shocked and scared. Is this the part where you're supposed to run or what? As Kakazu began to run, as Naruto was now chasing after him, as now he dashed into the woods. Oh, Kakazu. You belong from Takigakure, right? Well, the village is no more, like you're going to be. So, let me reunite you with your villagers. Naruto said, appearing in front of him, as he was scared with his red glowing eyes, as he was impaled with all four hearts with a wooden spike from his back, as his now main heart was beating, as Naruto pushed his hand straight through his chest, grabbing that heart. As the veins still being connected, pumping the blood, Naruto tried to grab the heart and tried to control its movement, which hurted Kakazu to no end. Tell me the location of the Akatsuki. There might be a chance that I will be able to save you. Never! As the heart exploded then. Die then. As Naruto appeared in front of Yushito again. So, do you want to come with me or what? I'm sorry, but I would like to be left alone. I was just deserted by my village. Well, I may not have a village or anything. I have a shelter. Shelter to hide from this manipulative world outside. What are the chances that you will betray me like them? Chances? I cannot guarantee you that. I will show you result. That is something that I can promise to you. I will not betray you. I will be on your side. And that is something that I can guarantee. If you are, and only if you are, willing to come. As Naruto gave her a hand, which she took and followed him. As after that, we go towards Kumo. What? What do you mean you left her to die? I don't know, bro. I freaked out, okay? It was either her or me, and I chose myself. Everything is fine. She was just an orphan. We have still the 8 tails as well, so it's gonna be okay. But still, you lost just 2 tails, and now we have only 1 Biju. Shit. What if the other villages find about this? They're Katsuki. They want something to do with her. She's good as dead, bro. You don't need to worry about her. As Naruto then appeared there. Oh, you do. You do more than that, have to worry. Who are you? As Naruto then threw a kunai which straight went through B's throat, killing him instantly. As Naruto took the 8 tails from him and absorbed him completely. Now that the bastard is dead, my revenge and job here is done for now. Don't try to follow me or you might end up like your brother. What makes you think that you could come here, kill my shinobi and leave? This, as Naruto grabbed him by the hand and broke his arm, ripping it from his body. This makes me believe that. Call them. As he was in so pain and scared that he couldn't mutter a word. As Naruto was looking right into his soul and eyes. I will make this 100 times more painful because right now I'm in a bad mood, eh? What is it going to be? Either you call them, I kill more, or I walk out of here with just this much damage. That has already been done, which could have been avoided. But you know he had it coming. As after that, Naruto disappeared. Oh, and by the way, his voice said, "Tell the world that the Yellow Flash is returned, and he's here to make all those who have done his ancestors wrong pay." As he said, "Mabui! Mabui!" As suddenly his assistant Mabui came inside. "What is it? Oh my god! Hey, Sama, what happened?" "Call for a Kage Summit. Now! Right now? Now! Woman, now! Go!" As Mabui dashed outside. This monster needs to be taken care of. And I'm gonna make sure he is. Otherwise my name is not A. As after that, 1 week later, the whole Kage Summit was called. As Orochimaru as well as none other than Katsuki themselves were quite surprised by this and wanted to listen in. As A without an arm was present there and the other was quite shocked by this. Let me guess, it was done by Naruto Uzumaki, who claims to be the next Yellow Flash. Said Suna's Kazekage Rasa, who have lost one of his arm as well completely, not even a stump like A, as well as an eye. You look bad yourself, Rasa. What happened? He struck again there. My village. Take my son and his siblings away. And decimated half of my village. A single shinobi. And I'm guessing that he's from Konoha, Saroniki. He's no longer affiliated with us. He have played us and killed us. So you were not able to contain your own Jinchuriki? Yes, something along those lines. Something not along those lines. That bastard! Calm down, or you might get another arm stump. Said a voice as Naruto was there now, hanging upside down from the ceiling, as the other 5 Kages were scared as Naruto jumped down. As Honiki wasn't, as he was foolish as he tried, but he looked down to see that both of his hands had fallen to the ground and nothing was happening, as blood was seeping out of his hands, as he was screaming like a mad child. Shh. Quiet, Honiki. I'm gonna speak now. As he didn't or couldn't remain quiet because of the agony, as Naruto ripped his head out with a single hand. I said, "Quiet, you idiot!" he said, grabbing his head and looking at it, acting like a complete sociopath as he dropped it and squashed it, pasting his smears on the table with his foot as he looked at them. As the 4 Kages looked scared. I'm gonna make all of you pay if you declare something against me. Got it? What I've done to your village, Rasa, is just child's play. I have implanted all of my clones in each and every one of your villages with more than explosive tags that it can blow up half of the elemental nations. So listen to what I'm about to say if you don't want something like this to happen. What? What are you gonna demand? You have already taken what was owed to you, Naruto. Let's shut up, old man, and listen. What I want is nothing more than for you guys to have peace amongst you. What? What do you mean? I want you 4 villages to have peace amongst each other. 4? What do you mean? Since he was going to be destroyed, it wouldn't matter. You 4 villages should have peace. As Mei was shocked, since as they heard a huge explosion, as even they were shook. And it is done. Congratulations, you don't have to worry about Eva. As Kurtsuchi, who was there, was shocked. What? How could you do this? I just repaid what they owed. They have destroyed Uchiha, the hometown of my mother, all by themselves. And this is the repayment and reward they got. A payback. Isn't it a bitch? As she looked at Naruto, I'll kill you. As Naruto grabbed her by the face, as purple flames came out and burned her until the only skeleton remained. As Naruto dropped the skeleton down. What a waste. As he looked at all of them. Anything else? Now that Eva is completely gone, I want you 4 to have peace. And no fighting amongst each other. What makes you think that you can force peace on this like us? Like this? Because I can. I have proved it to you, right? I have implanted each and every one of the villages with such bombs that can explode and end up your village like this. Do you want them to go off one by one? Because if you can or want to, I can make sure that it happens within seconds. As they now gulped and swallowed a lump that was forming in their throat and couldn't do so. As they said, we are gonna consider this. Good. And no more fighting, because I'll be watching you. As Naruto then left, as Kurama then said, see, forcing them towards peace is the much better way. As in front of him stood none other than Pain himself alongside with his path. Ivan Nagato. So you know my name. I know everyone of my clan, Nagato. I know where you are. As Naruto appeared right in front of his real self as well as Konoha himself as well. How do you? I knew from the start where you were. So let's talk here, Nagato. Away from all of them. See what you have to see. I won't stop you. As Nagato hesitantly looked inside Naruto's mind as his eyes widened, and they began to bleed as well. What is this? This is just after image of the multiverse in which we reside. Multiple realities altogether existing and becoming reality in general from multiple ones combining. That is something you can say, multiverse, Nagato. We exist in the center of it. What was that monster, Gazo? That is a rogue god, which the sisters Kamiyami and Shinigami sealed, and he's about to break free because of the Otsutsuki's, which you are blindly following. As Obito appeared there, and look who's here. Obito Uchiha. What do you mean the Moon Eye plan is fake? I don't know what you showed them, but there's no way that is fake. Code Black. Madara Uchiha said so himself. How do you know that? How do you know that? Only he knew about these words. It was to call off the mission if he came back and said these words. If something went wrong. Because something is wrong. That is why he told me to tell you this. What? No. For all these years, what did I do? What was all this for then? This was for naught. Nothing, Obito. This was a waste of time. You were all being manipulated by Zetsu. And now that I have taken care of this, kill Zetsu for me, will ya? After searching through his memories, of course. And I gotta go find Gazo on my own. But before that, I have one more person to deal with. 3, actually. As now we go towards Tanabata town to see the Tsunade and Jiraiya. I've heard about Naruto and have found a letter to be there in a room alongside Orochimaru. As they were shocked to see each other there as Naruto arrived there. Well. The legendary 3 Sanins finally in one room. How have you been, Bachan? Or should I say, grandmother? You know about my real... Yeah, you and Jiraiya. Who would have thought? Well, I now know that why you picked Minato, grandfather. I'm sorry, kid. But why would you do that to the village? That village was... I will show you something. The 3 of you. And you will realize just how corrupted that village is and what it has done to all of you. As one by one they all saw. And saw Naruto's past memories as well. Of how he trained. So the Kages have decided. And they have sided with you. Yes. And I want you to stand on my side. As Tsunade hugged Naruto. I'm so sorry. I was being... Not myself. I don't know why I did that. You were being manipulated. I saw the Sharingan, Kotoma Tsukami, which, well, after Shisui that Danzo had, he used that on you and Jiraiya to make you manipulated and against me. I'm so sorry, Naruto. I will vow that nobody will harm my loved one. And if they try to do so, they will fear my wrath. Because I have trained with the Kages and the legends of the past. And I am a legend myself. As after that, Naruto then said, I need your help, grandfather. What? A god. A dragon. He's sealed somewhere here. And that is why Orochimaru I called you here as well. What's so fascinating about him, Hero God? Gazo, I heard about it. It is said that he is the core of the earth. I have to kill him. What? Yes, I have to. In his sleep, he will die, and once he is dead, the whole world will be at peace. Because he's the reason of the destruction and the end of the shinobi world. But no, Naruto, you're not going to go alone there. I have to. There are some seals that I need to place there. Come with me. I have found a tunnel inside the one of my bases. You will be able to go down from there. Because we heard loud snoring and gurgling. And after finding out about this, we were scared and we did not venture down. You, Orochimaru of the Sun, being scared. There are some things left well untouched, Jiraiya, even for me, the one who tries to solve and figure out everything. I think that they should be left alone as they are, because venturing down into something that should be left alone and unleashing it into this world without knowing the consequences is something that I should and must avoid, and one must as well avoid at all cost. I see. So you have learned some things. Yes, I have. As after that, Naruto ventured down there, as he finally arrived into the core, as he heard noises as soon as he got close. As the temperature rose so much that he had to use his armor and him at the same time to not burn down to ashes. As after arriving down there, he saw the huge dragon chained there as his eyes opened, which were complete black. So you were finally able to find me before the time, child of prophecy. You knew? Yes. And I suppose you're here against the wishes of my sisters to finish the job. You are a threat to this world. I may be not. But you do know killing me will have consequences, because I am the sole source of the warmth on this planet. But you will be the cause of this destruction as well when you regain your full health. That is true. But why would you do that? Because I want to have a battle with them, to make them see that I am not a rogue god. I am not superior to them, but equal to them. They all think that I am rogue because I fought with them and rebelled them. No, I did not rebel them. Then what did you do? I wanted a seat amongst them, be their equal, but that is something that they wouldn't allow because those three were the primordial goddesses. So they're just, scared of your power. That is all. And I want to prove them wrong. You don't have to prove them anything, because those people are not worth proving anything for. And how do you say that, mortal? You only have lived so young, even though you have the knowledge of your past lives and all that. I still have much more longer existence than any one of you, because they don't want to acknowledge you. I have learned one lesson from all my previous lives. I have been trying to get acknowledgement from those people who have no interest in you or doesn't want you to be acknowledged by them. So, why the fuck do you care about them? Leave them as they are. Forget about them. Move on. And see how the magic works. And how do you think that this will work? As the dragon then turned into a girl. Wait, what? I thought that you were a boy. I still am, but I am a gender neutral. I can form into any shape and form. Be that a woman or a man. And now I see and can feel a person in front of me who can be the person that I can give my all to. Wait, what? Yes. Be glad that I have chosen you as my bride. What? Wait, what? I came here to fight, not to do this. No. I don't roll my burrito like that, man. May that be, but I don't have a burrito to roll. Get it? Oh, yes, as I told you, you idiot. I am now a woman, and I have chosen my gender completely. As after that, the whole core was remained as it was, working fine as the Gazo, or now known as Gazo-chan, came out with Naruto, as she was hugging him in the arm, as Jiraiya had a jaw hung low. What? Is that the... Hi everyone, meet my new husband, Naruto Uzumaki, and I am Gazo Uzumaki now. What? But weren't you supposed to be a male dragon? She's a gender neutral. Wow. I did not knew that I could do this. Fuck my other reality self, man. They could have done this. Damn. As after that, Naruto, contemplating still what has had going on, arrived back to Uchiha, and when his other girls, which were Yujito, Temari, as well as Fu and Hinata, met with the gods of the said god, who was turned into a girl were quite shocked and surprised. At the same time, quite weirded out. But in the end, it all worked out and they were happy. And as for Kamiyami and Shinigami, they were quite surprised by this outcome as well, and regretted their actions as well. And now we see that Naruto and Gazo were the ones who were happy, and they, well, let's just say, they were sad and lonely because they missed their little brother and thought that he has finally gone crazy. But in reality, Gazo was the one who was crazy. They were the ones trying to protect him so much that he wound up being thinking that he wasn't enough for them, and they thought that he was the one who was crazy and betrayed him in the end. And as for Naruto and everyone else, they lived happily thereafter. And as for the rest of the elemental nations, Naruto and Gaza made sure that they followed the peace treaty that Naruto formed and forced on them. And as for Zetsu, he died. And Otsutsuki's, well, yeah, they were now even more confused what to do now, because their whole existence was to worship this god, who they thought was going to be their savior and the one who will bring the end to the other three goddesses, and their rule will begin. But now it turns out that he just turned himself into a girl and was now in love with a mortal who he turned into an immortal and was living her best life now with him. What the fuck was going on to their world and happening? God knows. As now, they were just aimless. And as for Naruto and Gazo, hey, he get to bang a goddess, huh? And he was happy as hell. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off. Peace!